You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1337 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed right here. Subscribe, like, and set to auto download if you don't mind. Today, we've got two real life face-offs, different locations on the globe, two of them.
Yeah, it's a face-off day.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. We've got the return of Space Mountain, San Francisco, Megan Rapinoe and her damn politics, other insane sports news, genetically modified monkeys, and much more.
Yeah.
Genetically modified monkeys, Mark.
Yeah, I'm a little stressed about the genetically modified monkeys. As you would be if you spent the last 45 minutes and looking at them.
Yeah, just took a deep dive into genetically modified monkeys.
Yeah.
At least you're in a cozy Costco a sweatshirt hoodie. It looks beautiful on you.
Yep, I had to get the switch, get the comfy thing on to calm down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like your storm blanket, like your storm jacket for a dog.
I almost felt bad getting this because I know Wes loves Costco. Will, you love Costco, but I've been going to Costco recently and I could not pass
we all love Costco.
This up when I walked by it.
I saw it and I already have my Costco sweatshirt and it was a want. It wasn't a need. I'm trying to do that whole thing these days with my money.
Review costs.
Yeah. Yeah,
well,
that's great.
I cannot be shamed of this because
I'm not shaming you. I'm just, it looks great. I would have totally bought it if I wasn't worried about money.
No, it looks fantastic. I gotta say, Mark. No,
I wasn't reckless with money like you. I would have bought it. That's what I heard.
We're Costco brothers.
You heard.
Yeah. Is that what you were implying, Wes?
That's what I heard.
It's not what I was implying. That's just Mark's brain at work.
I mean, if I was a piece of shit, I would have bought it.
Mark, I know you have money problems. You shouldn't have bought that sweatshirt.
Yeah, that's what I heard. What are you, my dad? Just say it looks nice and move on.
It does look nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of looking nice, I don't know about you guys, but do you guys ever I realized when we played that clip in the beginning that all I do the whole time is just stare at each of our tits the whole like every single time. I just go back. I go from all of our chests every single time that clip plays.
I'm getting ready to scream, so I'm never paying attention.
Oh, yeah. It's just
the Yuri thing. You are obsessed with males,
other dudes' bodies.
Yeah, other dudes' bodies. Yeah. Does he have weird nipples?
What do you got? What are you working with?
How big are those nipples?
Yeah. I like to know what everyone's working with.
Speaking of what somebody's working with, the beave is coming back at 150,000 on Instagram, Mark. And
shit! I listened to most of the show. Yeah. Yes, and I kind of agree on the corrupt mayors. They're kind of
you like them?
Yeah,
you fan of corrupt mayors? Yeah. Gives you. It's like the mafia existing. It gives you a good feeling, a safe feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, the beave, make it happen by sharing at Hard Factor News on Instagram. 150,000. The beave will come back. Live comment at youtube.com/Hard Factor News. Nick Miller says, Mark, that sweatshirt tie-dyed would be cool, which is a good point.
Might have to get a second.
What I heard is he doesn't like that sweatshirt the way it is. It would be cooler if it was tie-dyed.
That's what I heard too. But maybe I can tie-dye myself.
It would be amazing both ways. That's besides the point. Nick also says he just rang the bell for all notifications. YouTube.com/Hard Factor News. Everybody else do that right now too.
Yeah.
Help us post stories. Thank you.
Be pretty sweet and black.
Yeah, it would be. That's why I got mine in black.
Yeah.
Oh well, next time.
The white one's nice too.
I got a cool sweatshirt.
Next time, really cozy. I love it.
Stain proof.
Yeah. I always say when I get my favorite brand of something, I want it in white. That's what I always.
It's clean. It's fresh.
I think it looks freshest, but then it lasts very short. I get it. I mean,
I need this in white.
Yeah,
dude, I've destroyed so many white.
It's slimming.
So many white jerseys.
Yeah, white's real slimming.
I can never buy white clothes again. I've destroyed so many of them.
It's so skinny. That's what they say.
Yeah, white's the real slimming color.
You can't
Right.
wear
Put
white
some
when you're
stripes
eating
on that thing, you'll be in business.
Got bright white shoes too. Yeah, but was it horizontal makes you look fat? Vertical's thin, right?
Right, I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they all
horizontal.
make me look fat.
Right.
You got like a diagonal going on, Mark. That's like a it's slimming.
All right, let's do the
You look
news.
cozy.
Yeah.
That's what matters. You're comfortable. That's all that matters.
Right.
It's true.
You guys ready to do the news?
Yeah, from far away, it almost looks like a bag of Wonder Bread. You know, like can you lean back a little bit?
Which is an awesome.
No, it is, which is a great motif. I love
Yeah.
it.
Now I've
Yeah, it
got
looks like a-
Cheez-It sweatshirt and this
Like a
thing.
Hostess snack.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm wrapped at Costco.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, let's do the news.
Do you know who you're with? 3 Factor, yeah. This is real news.
For those of you who can't see Mark's sweatshirt, it's all white, and then it just says Costco and little all over. It's all over
All over.
print.
Hold on, let's go to the chat. Chris Plates has more critiques. It'd be cooler if it was blue and not Costco logos, and also different companies.
He's just having some fun. Chris gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right.
Jealous much?
This Big Newton logo is inconvenient. But I do.
I
love
do want a
Big
Wonder
Newtons.
Bread one though. Now.
You can find any kind of sweatshirt online. But you got to make sure you go to a reputable source. I ordered that McDonald's one, and it came in like 5 sizes too small, and just never. It looked like I could tear the sweatshirt with my hands, basically.
Yeah.
It's made out of cotton candy almost. All right, guys, you remember Charlotte Nash? As far back as Charlotte Nash, the woman who was viciously mauled by her friend's chimpanzee named Travis. There she is.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's ironic with my monkey story, but yeah, okay.
yeah. We've been hearing
that-
about
that photograph. So everybody who's just listening, Wes just put up her photograph of her face that was, mangled by the chimps. I'm guessing. Oh,
is a chimpanzee, full-grown chimp named Travis.
Ripped her
There's
arms off too, right? Or one of her hands.
it ripped. I think one of her hands off.
Right off.
I mean it destroyed her. And it attacked her like a pit bull. But unlike most pit bulls, Travis eventually stopped the mauling, and she survived. So
with her face totally ripped off and no hands.
yeah,
Yeah. At what
Yep.
cost?
right.
Whoa.
Right. She eventually did get a face transplant. She did the rounds. Wouldn't say it was the best face transplant surgery I've ever seen. But it was better than having her face, no face.
Was the photographs you showed us after
Post.
This is, I believe, post face
yeah.
transplant.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it ripped her lips off, and then I don't have a picture, but as Mark said, I think it ripped at least one of her hands just clean off.
What's her name?
Yeah. And
I
that was the first.
I'm gonna try to find a pre-picture.
That's tough.
What's her name?
I don't know if this one is the pre-picture or if that's her friend.
That's tough. You know what?
No,
Wes,
I mean not pre, but like post-injury, pre.
Wes, that was too
transplant.
shocking. I'm gonna go back to some live comments.
Mhm.
Josh says, "Mark, that hoodie's fire. He's got that Costco hot dog in him."
No doubt.
And as Jay Vandy said, that'd be nice with
Agreed.
hard factor logos, which I totally agree. We should
Ooh,
just
we can.
Wes,
You know what?
Wes,
We
can
can
you
do
do
that. We can do that. I will have that in the store by the end of the week.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, Wes. Just needed a quick breather there.
No,
that was a lot to just. jump
Anytime
straight.
you want to interrupt about it with a Mark sweatshirt comment throughout the show,
Okay.
please do.
Good.
Um,
My stomach. I got a little. Go.
All right.
So that was the first time. I don't know about you guys. That was the first time I kind of heard about face transplants. It was the first kind of like big news where this woman got her face ripped off and then she got a new face.
Yeah, she's like that first clone sheep, but for face
Right.
transplants. Yeah.
Exactly.
She was like on Oprah. Everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Yeah.
Yeah. And now the bad news is that face transplant did start to be rejected by her body 5 years later, so she had to go back for another big surgery.
Oh.
But she's okay. She's doing okay. She's, she went on like Oprah, I think.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
I
look
got
at
a
this.
picture. Here's her on Oprah. This is before the face transplant. Warning.
Let's see it.
Warning. And it's
Warning.
not the greatest photo, luckily for us,
Okay.
but you get the idea.
All right.
my
Oh, wow.
God.
All right.
Holy Jesus.
Okay.
She looks like the character from the third Silence of the Lambs movie that got like eaten by the pigs or whatever. Like, yeah.
That's tough.
Not good.
That's
Not
a tough. I mean, I'm glad that she got the surgery was a huge upgrade. It's just tough.
Yeah.
You can
Yes.
always tell at the end of the day that a chimp,
Right.
had ripped it off. It's
Doesn't-
horrible.
Yeah.
If you say, "What you gonna fight with the chimp?" That's usually not good for the person you're asking.
Right. Well, face transplant
Bruce
surgery.
Eric in the Philippines says, "My breakfast isn't tasting too great right now." Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Eric. That was that's why I
Hey.
needed the breather to talk about the Costco hoodie again. Because
At least you have lips to taste it, Eric.
Yeah, really.
Have some
yeah,
respect for her.
put it in
Let me see
perspective.
breakfast.
Some sympathy, empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can taste your tongue, a working tongue.
Yeah,
It's
very
nice.
But face transplants, technology and surgery have come a long way, and doctors, surgeons at NYU Langone Health have just upped the game for anyone unfortunate enough to need a face transplant surgery, and they've just given one man not only a new face but a whole new eye to go along with it,
Whoa.
making the first eye transplant ever. So this is the story of Aaron James, the world's first eye transplant recipient, who was also a veteran. He did 3 tours. Here's the news clip. He's been in the news a lot lately.
All right.
Aaron James has always been committed to his family, committed to his country, and committed to his career, helping to maintain America's power grid. But while doing that job on June 10th, 2021, he accidentally touched a 7,200-volt power line.
Whoa.
His left arm had to be amputated above the elbow. He also lost his left eye. The Arkansas native also lost his nose and front teeth and couldn't eat or drink normally. So he agreed to undergo a partial face transplant, including the world's first transplant of a donor's eye.
Could we include the eye with the face transplant? Why would people think that you couldn't? A whole eye transplant's never
It's
been
an
done.
eye?
So, in late May, Dr. Rodriguez and his team at NYU Langone Health spent 21 hours transferring the donor's face, eye socket, and the eye itself to James. A huge challenge was providing blood flow to the transplanted eye.
It was an exhilarating moment to just see that blood supply coming to the retina.
This
What
is the
took you guys so
46-year-old
long in the
now.
eye transplant?
It's been just over 5 months since the eye and face transplant.
I want to just put it out there right now that you have some trouble speaking still, right? Does it seem to be getting better?
Yes, it is getting better until I can get some feeling in my lips and get my jaw to open more and get some teeth.
You also have
Needs teeth.
a lot of things that are working a
Where's
lot
left
better
side of
than
the
before.
Yes, everything. It just blows my mind. I tell everybody if I get close to a mirror, I just stare at it.
You're now looking for mirrors.
That's right.
Nice.
He's looking for mirrors.
So this
believe
eye
that?
this eye works?
So here's the thing: is that it's not working yet, but they're hoping because it hasn't been rejected by the body, and they did an MRI, and the part of its brain that when your eye is subject to light, your brain lights up and it's like, hey, I see light. The brain is starting to recognize light through that eye.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So it's more about, hey, it's great for Aaron that he's got an eye and he looks more normal now. But what it means is that if they can start to transplant eyes, blind people might someday see
It's super
thanks
cool.
to a donor's eye. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how he's like, how come you haven't done eyes before? Like this guy likes walking around with the
Yeah.
belief that eye transplants were taking place.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for including that anchor. What kind of a
Idiot.
question is that? How come we haven't been doing eye transplants for 500 years,
I
huh?
thought everyone had fake eyes.
What's the difficulty here?
Yeah.
What's the difficulty with eye
Can't
transplant?
you just get one of those eyes with like a bullseye on it? And usually those work. He thought glass eyes were real or
Yeah,
something.
just plop it out, plop it in.
Also, he was full of real insightful information when he's like, "Hey, Aaron, I heard you're still having trouble talking, right?"
Yeah.
Yes. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure that's on the
Yeah.
record before everybody hears it.
Yeah, need teeth. Need some feeling in my lips first before I can really start talking, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's all
but-
coming back though. His teeth, his feeling,
Yeah,
his lips.
I mean, it takes a while for the nerves to connect and then for the
Wow.
brain to communicate, but it's a really slow process, but it's happening for him, which is awesome.
It's awesome.
But here's the thing is like, I started to think about it. I was like, if this is successful and somehow he regains sight, can you imagine like the black market, like on
For
eyes?
eyes?
People
Yeah.
are just going to be getting their eyes ripped out left
right.
and right.
Ooh.
I mean, it's going to be scary out there.
People would pay a lot more for an eye than like a kidney, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
yeah. If you're like a rich guy with like a blind daughter,
Well,
you're taking someone's eyes.
Dude, not only that, but homeless people might start volunteering to sell their eyes for like $100K. You might see a bunch of homeless people with one eye.
That's
or
true.
no eyes.
I mean, that'd be crazy, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nick
You're
Miller
gonna have
with
to
an
wear
all-time-
wraparound sunglasses all the time.
Yeah. But then you could maybe use that money, invest it, and then buy back new eyes, you know?
Yeah, you could get a cheaper eye.
Yeah, but Nick Miller with an all-time insensitive comment goes, he looks like a mix between Fetterman and RFK. He's like, and then he goes, oh, wait, I feel like shit now. He got electrocuted doing his job. Right.
Yeah, he got electrocuted. I mean, it just burned his face off basically. So, good news. That's the first. Technology is there. If he does regain sight, probably good news for a lot of people. Bad news for some people. As Mark said, we might see homeless people walking around with just one eye. But technology, pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, if I keep
Pretty
buying
cool.
these Costco sweaters, you're gonna see me with one eye pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a target on you. We're basically right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need the fly anymore. My flying days are over. So
Right. Yeah.
He's got. Well, would a Costco member be more or less? They know you have a photo ID, so that might be a deterrent actually, as a Costco member. Because
I'm just
There's
saying
at
I'm
least-
wasting my money.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, if I keep wasting my money,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to sell an eye. Yeah.
oh well, yeah, that's true, potentially.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's an investment. The Costco sweater, that looks nice. The hoodie's great.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, if all of a sudden you're blind and you show up and you can see, people are going to be like, hey, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that eye? Right. And that's what you want to hear this holiday season when you're giving gifts to people. It's where'd you get that? And that's where Uncommon Goods is your secret weapon. Uncommon Goods is here to make your holiday shopping stress-free by scouring the globe for the most remarkable and truly unique gifts for everyone on your list. Whether you're shopping for your secret Santa or the entire family, Uncommon Goods knows exactly what they want. And I know, Will, you got your wife some awesome, unique jewelry. Mark, have you used your Uncommon Goods gift from them yet for us?
So very on brand with my household. We're eyeing a new star for the top of a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Ooh. Yep. They got stuff you've never seen before from kids.
Holiday stuff all day. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, holiday stuff.
Unique. Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for one of a kind stuff that no one else is going to have, and if you're shopping for someone who's hard to shop for, Uncommon Goods is, and honestly, the prices are extremely reasonable. So when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. And these fine products are often made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out. Again, you might get the last of this thing that ever might exist. Exclusive. It's going to be very unique. From art and jewelry to kitchen, home and bar, Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, not just some lackluster gifts you're going to find, Target or wherever, that everyone's going to have. Costco. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice.
Wow.
And they've donated more than $2.5 million to date. So
that's generous.
Wow. Very generous. Get 10% off your next gift.
That's uncommon.
That's uncommon. It really is. In today's world, very uncommon. Go to uncommongoods.com/hard factor. That's uncommongoods.com/hard factor. 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We are all out of the ordinary. That's their slogan. We're all out of the ordinary.
Sorry, all out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
So Airbnbs to like remote islands are out now with this whole eye market, right?
I would say so.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go to Nepal and lose an eye. You know what I mean? Like remote Airbnbs. Yeah.
I mean, you got to see how this. We need to see how it goes. Because it takes a while. It's like he just how fresh is the surgery, Wes? Like, I mean,
so it's been 5 months, I believe, since the surgery.
That's still like kind of soon, right? Like in terms of
it is in terms of a face transplant, that's very soon. I mean,
I'm gonna start wearing huge glasses, like really thick glasses. Like, I can't see worth shit. My eyes Or
You just-
crap.
Just wear an eye
You just
patch.
go tactical all the time. Yeah, eye patch too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they know you only have one left. It might make you an easier target. That you
Right.
just got to get some like bulletproof shades. Yeah.
Like this guy's been fooled once.
Yeah. We can get him.
Yeah, I
easy.
mean,
Yeah.
you're already like a wounded
Sorry,
gazelle.
pal. It's your unlucky day. We're taking your last eye.
Hey, you got two options. You can buy an eye for 60 grand, or we can take your other eye.
Sell it back to you.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh just joined the live chat. He says, "What's up, fuckers? Love that hoodie, Mark. What's it say on it?"
Oh, glad you asked, Josh. It says Costco all over the place about 100 times. Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. Earl Thomas, ever heard of him?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Heard
Earl
of
the
him?
Pearl.
Earl Thomas?
Is that
No,
Earl the
not-
Pearl?
No,
No.
not Earl the Pearl.
Earl the
No.
Earl the Pearl.
I had a picture of him. Picture of him up on another
He's
one.
a safety, right, for the Seahawks.
Was- Yeah, most notably for the Seahawks, 7-time Pro Bowler. Probably going to be a Hall of Famer, maybe a Hall of Famer. But Legion of Boom, you know who the Legion of Boom is, right, Wes? You can name them all.
Yeah, Earl the Pearl and a couple other guys.
Silly Willie,
Yeah, yeah.
Little Chris.
Of course.
Yeah, here's Earl Thomas. Maybe you'll recognize him now. I
It's
think
him. It's Earl the Pearl.
there's Earl the Pearl. I think probably Richard Sherman was on there. Maybe Cam Chancellor, a couple other guys.
that
Bobby Wagner.
squad. Yeah,
that type of
squad.
That's
the,
the one.
the Legion
The
of Boom.
The defensive squad.
That's right. Defensive squad for the Seahawks. They won
Yeah.
one Super Bowl, almost won another, but they forgot to hand off the ball to Marshawn Lynch at the one, intercepted at the one.
That's
But
right.
you
They didn't let him eat.
You won't shut up about that game.
Right.
They didn't let him eat.
That's tough. No,
Yeah.
they should have let him eat. Yeah.
Earl the Pearl. Women want to be with him and men want to be him, literally, which is why Earl Thomas's ex-wife and her new boyfriend stole his identity and then bought cars, houses, switched money from his bank accounts to theirs to the tune of $1.9 million.
Whoa.
Damn.
Earl the Pearl got defrauded.
He did. 38-year-old Kevin J. Thompson from New Orleans disrespected Thomas first by fucking his ex-wife, and then he took it to another level by assuming his identity.
Damn.
What's this guy's problem with Earl Thomas?
It's me, Earl the Pearl.
Not a Seahawks fan. We get it, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
you don't have to bang his wife and then steal all of his money.
Good Lord. What a dick.
Can he recoup this at all? Like, how is that? Is this like what's the process?
Well,
there?
I think they spent most of it, Will. So I don't think they can recoup a lot of it. And
it's
also,
not like a credit card fraud where he can just get that money back.
700,000 of it was a transfer from account to account, and then they think they spent that, and then
Ooh.
all of the cars in his name probably fucked his credit rating for a little while. But he's wealthy. He could probably get that back to a 750, 800 pretty quick. Thompson
Fucked up.
is accused of using a fake driver's license with his photo, but all of Thomas's information. So he just made a fucking cheap ass fake driver's license that everyone bought. And he created a phony bank account and transferred vehicle titles from Earl Thomas to himself. The scheme began back in May 2022 when he moved. His first move was $700,000 from Earl's savings account into his Jefferson Federal Credit Union account that he opened. So, I don't know how he did all this.
To a credit union? That's a big transfer for a credit union, right? Like,
Yeah, he walked into a credit union and he was like, "I am Earl Thomas."
that didn't set off any flags. Like, he's just
Yeah, that's a shitty credit union.
Yeah, they're like
It's me,
7-time
Earl
Pro
Pearl.
Bowler. He went to
Yeah.
a Wes at a bank and he's like, "That's me, Earl the Pearl."
Yeah.
they didn't
Yeah.
Google him.
He had a
Signing
jersey. He had a
autographs.
jersey on. That's all he needed.
You remember me from
See,
the
look at
Legion
the
of
back
Boom?
of my jersey.
Everyone, let's get a picture with Earl the Pearl.
Does he look like Earl the Pearl? Does he look like Earl
I
Thomas?
don't know. I mean, I doubt he looks exactly like him.
No,
You know?
probably not.
In addition, Thompson transferred titles and multiple vehicles owned by Earl Thomas to himself, then sold those cars and kept the profit. He also cashed the Super Bowl champions' NFL checks into fraudulent accounts while stealing from his NFL retirement account. So somehow he
Holy
tricked
shit.
the NFLPA into sending him his checks. He's like, "Stop sending them here. Send them to this Jefferson Federal Credit Union."
Damn.
Well,
great
he
for
had
the
the
NFLPA.
ex-wife's info. I mean, he had she's got all of his shit. So I mean, Earl the Pearl was fucked.
fucking his ex-wife, literally stealing money from him. What did
You got
this
to
guy?
change everything up. I mean, if you're Earl here, anybody who's cutting it cold turkey, like on a divorce or something, or a long-term relationship where they have all of your financial information, you got to change everything up. It's like changing the locks at a house.
You do, yeah. When you have an ex-wife situation, you got to change some passwords.
How much did he steal from him?
1.9 million. Total.
Is he going to get that money back? Because
no, I mean, not. I don't know how he's going to get. He might get some of the money from the banks back, but what's he going to do about the cars that were taken from him and sold? You think like the car company is going to be like, sure, Earl Thomas?
No, definitely not.
He probably is like, works at like car dealerships now.
Right.
Like, damn. So,
sorry to hear about that, Pearl.
Yeah.
You hear what happened to Earl?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Not from the Legion of Boom.
That's a broad snake move.
That is a broad snake.
He got
broad snake.
That big broad snake.
Yeah. What did this guy do? Like make a bet on the Seahawks against the Patriots that one year? Why did he do this to him? I'm gonna get you, Thomas, no matter how long it takes.
He's just rich. He's a con man who dated the ex-wife. There's money to be made. So, but now he's gonna they're probably both fucked, right? Him and the ex-wife. They're gonna go to jail. Like whether Earl the Pearl gets.
Thompson's definitely going to jail, and everyone's heavily implying that the ex-wife was like very much, happy about all this. His last name's even close. It's Thompson. The criminal's name's Thompson, which starts with THOM, like Thomas, the future Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let's go fuck on your husband's money. What do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is your ex-husband Earl Thomas? He's got a lot of money, right? I kind of look like him, don't I?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, he got arrested on charges of identity theft, forgery, money laundering, credit card fraud, computer fraud, and bank fraud charges. So that's a lot of like federal crimes.
Yeah, he's going away for a while.
Yeah.
But he's out right now.
Yeah, he's out right now, but I mean, he's going up. He'll be locked up at some point. The wife, I mean, I would assume is going to get some kind of charge as well, right? Like, she had to be involved.
Of course, she was involved. She gave him all the information that he needed to complete the tasks.
We'll see if he rolls on her to get less sentencing. But he's out on $730,000 bond, probably financed unbeknownst by Thomas.
Definitely.
So he bailed him out. Thomas ended up bailing him out.
Oh, for sure.
Someone needs to check on Thomas because he's got to be losing his mind right now.
Yeah,
Still spending Thomas's money.
This guy eating dinner at Thomas's mom's house for Thanksgiving. Like he's just there. Like what's going on?
Knowing a guy like that's out there just enjoying his life.
Yeah.
Thomas has got to be losing it.
Pretty embarrassing for Thomas's ex-wife too. Her new boyfriend's out there siphoning gas from Thomas's driveway in the middle of the night. Like downgrade. Bit of a downgrade.
Oh, huge downgrade. I mean, but it's just nuts that I mean, Thomas, how did he let this happen? You have to change everything up, man. You have to, unless it's just, I don't know how it's impossible.
I mean, it's the bank's fault for a lot of it. I mean, the bank didn't do its due diligence to make sure that he was who he said he was. So
when you see a $700,000 transfer, I mean, did he not notice it for a long time? Maybe she knew he never.
He's got so much money. Yeah, exactly. He probably just didn't notice that particular account. She's like, he doesn't check this account exactly. Like,
man,
fuck, man.
Legion of dumb,
Yeah, exactly. Legion of financial doom. And look, but here's the thing. I'm not saying that these guys would have absolutely caught it, but I am saying, if you're running a business of one, if you've got like an LLC or you're running your own business, you're going to be wearing many hats in your day to day. But with collective, bookkeeping and accounting doesn't need to be one of them. So I don't know. I mean, potentially they would have been like, hey, Earl Thomas, what's going on with all these big transfers?
Collective would have caught it right away.
I think they would have.
So quickly. Yeah.
You can start saving thousands of dollars and hours of your time by letting Collective handle your business's paperwork, which is nice. Collective is the #1 financial solution for freelancers, contractors, and self-employed entrepreneurs, and it lets you focus on your passion, not that silly paperwork, right?
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to be doing that. We know. We know big time. We don't want to be doing the financial paperwork. It's the
Cut
pits.
to the chase. Let Collective handle that. Yeah,
that's right. Exactly. Let Collective handle all of the paperwork you dread, like corporate formation and compliance, taxes, bookkeeping, accounting, and even payroll. That's a big one. by the way. The best part is it's a fraction of the cost of a CPA. Heyo, Collective knows that if your business of one makes over $80,000 a year, you will find the most value from their services. So it's talking to you guys out there, you guys and gals. Just the thousands, join the thousands of solo entrepreneurs who have saved an average of $10,000 per year on taxes with Collective structure. Right now, Collective is offering 1 month free and no onboarding fee when you go to collective.com/hardfactor and tell them Hard Factor sent you. That's a $550 value right there for free when you go to collective.com/hardfactor and tell them Hard Factor sent you. That's to collective.com/hardfactor. Tell them Hard Factor sent you, please.
Do it. Let them handle your paperwork. Just take that off your plate. Let Collective do it. All right, fellas. I just wanted to check in with Wes's favorite city, San Francisco, real quick. Wes, I know you love that place. Never been though, right? But you want to go, right? Is that?
I mean, I will. I feel like I have to go and check it out for sure. I will go. But so far, it doesn't look great.
You said that was one city where the mayor can't be corrupted because.
Right. Exactly.
They don't have their shit together.
Oh, right. Okay. It's already bad enough. Well, Wes and Mark, that might be turning around. And Wes, it might be a good time to go visit right now. I heard some crazy shit was going down, and indeed it is. Check out this video of Van Ness Street, where the booming homeless population has been completely replaced with planter boxes this week. So the before and after, before I was on top, after's on bottom, and there's just homeless tent after homeless tent after homeless tent. That's earlier this week, and now
bottom looks cleaner.
Planter boxes, brand new plants.
Is there a homeless person in those planter boxes?
No.
Homeless person.
Gone.
Did they turn the homeless people into plants?
Gone. Now,
that's the ticket.
No word on that, Mark.
Okay.
No word on if they turned the homeless people into plants yet. But apparently the city has been able to completely clear the homeless population from 7 intersections in what they call the Tenderloin, which I guess is just constantly full of homeless people normally, and largely everywhere in downtown San Francisco, in preparation for Emperor/President for life Xi of China to come visit this Wednesday, with President Biden also attending this week. I guess Uncle Sam had seen enough and finally told Gavin to clean the poop out of his room. You know,
that makes sense because Xi is used to seeing absolutely perfect conditions for all of his people. So that makes sense.
Well, clean streets at least, right?
Yeah, this is going to go right back to the way it was in a month. Guaranteed.
What are they doing to Tinder Town? What are they doing to Tenderloin? Hey, get out of Tenderloin.
Put some planter boxes in here. Little planter boxes.
How much can I pay in them?
You're telling me you don't believe Governor Gavin's claim that this is just the start and that he's going to be shipping out the homeless to tiny home communities in inland California in no time at all? And that this
is like whenever your house is a mess and then you clean for guests. That's all it is.
Yeah. But it proves it can be done. So she is the one that actually cleaned up the streets. Right?
All right.
Technically, she is responsible for cleaning up.
Shame is what got it.
San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Xi finally, law and order comes to San Francisco for 1 week only. Well, we'll see. He says, Wes, that he's going to be shipping them out to brand new tiny home communities in Sacramento and the surrounding areas, and that his homelessness is done in California. He says it's over now.
Wow. Well, he solved it just like that, huh? All it took was a Xi visit to solve homelessness. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Wes, you're skeptical, but we'll see what happens. And unfortunately, the hits keep on coming for NorCal as a local American soccer superstar from nearby Redding, California, Megan Rapinoe. Of course, I'm talking about her. Sadly, she was injured. She injured herself 6 minutes into her last professional game at age 38. And Megan had some thoughts on her injury while enjoying an ice cold Bud Light after the game at the press conference. Here is the clip.
Long one, although I'm gonna get the Aaron Rodgers treatment, whatever that is. So I'm gonna be calling him or whoever did his surgery because we need to speed this up. But yeah, I thought about it a little bit. I mean, you know, I'm not a religious person or anything, and if there wasn't God, like this is proof that there isn't. This is up. So yeah, it's just up, you guys. Like 6 minutes in. Eat my Achilles. I mean, what the
Yeah, fuck.
Damn.
That's karma, Megan.
Well, Wes, no.
Something that's a god.
No, Wes, Rapinoe's non-contact soccer injury at the age of 38 is apparently proof positive that there is indeed no God. So
Too bad this didn't happen 6 minutes into the last World Cup, when she stunk it up.
Yeah,
for the
right.
right
US.
before she could miss that last penalty shot and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Too bad. Hard to argue with her, though. Anyways, whenever I think about saying something totally insane, I first try to sit back, take a deep breath, and get some focusing calm with my favorite go-tos, a 12 milligram pouch of Mango Lucy. Increased alertness, attention, and mood. Focus better, all kinds of things. Think deeper, inspire creativity, relax. All things that can help you realize that your personal sports injury at an advanced age probably doesn't prove or disprove the existence of an omnipotent force, ghosts, or any other supernatural phenomena. Lucy really is the best, and it helps to keep you chill when other sources of nicotine aren't an option. 100% pure tobacco-free nicotine. You'll never find tobacco in any of their products ever. Lucy pouches are available in 5 strengths, 2 milligrams through 12 milligrams. I love the 12s because I let them simmer. Also, I love the mango. They have 12 different flavors of that you can go for. I love the mango. What do you guys like?
I just had a mango in earlier on the show.
I haven't broken into the mat. I'm on the Breakers Mint. I have one. I have one in right now. It's become a ritual for me before I start the show.
The mints are fantastic as well. Love the mangoes, the best for me. Whether you use nicotine to focus better or get a boost in energy or to chill and relax, Lucy is made for your nicotine routine. If you want to try Lucy's tobacco-free breakers, pouches, or gum, go to lucy.co/hardfactor and use promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word, to get 20% off your first order. Lucy offers free shipping and has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co and use code HARDFACTOR to get 20% off and always free shipping. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Fair enough. But we're Lucy boys now.
That's right.
Pop mine
Big
right
time.
now.
Back to Rapinoe. I mean, I know she was like kind of making a joke there that didn't hit and was like way not funny. But what does she talk? Does she have illusions of grandeur that God would care about her last game? She's
No,
worth
it just
over.
proves that she's
She's like an egomaniac. She's
she's
worth
nuts.
over $7 million for playing women's soccer. She's had a Hall of Fame career. She's like been blessed. Like really, like she thinks that God is only paying attention to her.
Right.
Like,
It's a
I don't want to
very
be that guy, but there's like 2 major wars going on.
No,
and,
it proves she has an extremely self-centered view of the world. To even make that joke, which isn't really a joke. It's like
I think it was a joke, but it was just like, she's like a social warrior.
Right.
Yeah.
But God doesn't exist as proven by a torn ACL of a 38-year-old trying to play soccer.
Yeah, Mark, you're right. I mean, God, if there's a reason that God does exist, it's her entire career.
Right. It's like one of the
Very
most
blessed
prestigious careers of all time for like an outside midfielder. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But
she's the worst.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Guys, this is New South Wales police officer Dominic Gaynor, and he is a huge Top Gun fan. I mean, most cool dudes are, right? You know what I mean?
Guy looks like he abuses his power.
Mark, he might abuse his power a little bit, and
he's got the Oakleys.
Yeah,
like the
guy looks like
Oakleys.
a jerk.
Slim Oakleys. I've never even seen that. I've never even seen that
Those are
kind of
special
Oakley.
for him. Yeah. Custom made.
It's like the Agent Smith Slim
Yeah.
Oakley, like from
Exactly.
the Matrix.
Yeah. So back in, I guess, May 2022, right when Top Gun Maverick was released worldwide, Dominic was too bogged down working behind the front desk at the Day Street police station to go watch it, right? But he was real excited about it. He really wanted to see it. He just had too many shifts. So when his fellow officer, Constable Morgan Royston, came in and announced that he saw Top Gun Maverick and it was awesome, Dominic knew he was in for some bullshit. Immediately, Royston, who was actually under rank to Gaynor, he started being like, "Oh, it was the best fucking movie ever," blah blah blah. And Dominic immediately warned him. He's like, "You better keep your mouth shut. I'm gonna go see that movie soon." And then Royston was like, "Well, I'm gonna spoil
No
it."
spoilers for Top Gun 2.
Yeah, no. Does Cruise Does he do it in the end?
Just one of the main characters almost die, and Tom Cruise ends up saving the day.
Yeah. So him and Royston, his other colleague, they're having a laugh in Dominic's face. And you can imagine the scene, right? That you got one cop behind the desk, two other guys walk in talking about how great the movie is, and he threatens to spoil it. And Dominic did not like the sound of it. And he's like, don't spoil the movie, you cunt.
What do you mean there's a shirtless sports scene, you son of a bitch?
Right. And then Dominic gave
about the bar scene. So this guy Wes, so he'd had enough. Sorry, like the setting.
Yes.
In Australia, the C bomb is a little bit more common. So just
you cunt. Yeah.
In context, yeah.
Exactly, it is. But then Dominic gave him a warning that caught Royston's attention. He said, "I'll shoot you." Then, to make sure Royston knew he wasn't fucking around, the report says he took his gun out of his holster and, quote, he pointed his firearm at the vicinity of Royston and held it stationary for 5 seconds, just pointing it at him, being like, I'm going to fucking shoot you if you say another fucking word.
Say one more thing about Top Gun 2.
If you say motorcycle, I will kill you.
Did you say great balls of what? Great balls of what?
The report also stated that the offender's finger was on the receiver, not the trigger. Now, everyone was laughing throughout this, but what's crazy is that instant changed Royston's life forever, the guy who was joking about spoiling it. So he went and tattletaled. He thought about it for a week. He was so shaken up. He finally went and tattletaled on Dominic. Dominic got in trouble. He recently pled guilty to carrying a firearm in disregard for Royston's safety. And this past Thursday, the whole stupid thing went to court, and Royston took the stand to explain how this one incident changed his entire life. He said he recalled wanting to become a police officer and being aware of the serious dangers the job could entail. And he was like, I want to, he envisioned it like Super Troopers. Like, hey, I wanted like colleagues I can joke with. We'll have each other's back. We'll tease each other. But when he got that gun pointed at him, everything changed. He said that the station he regarded as home base away from danger was replaced with anxiety and hypervigilance.
Right.
He said
the danger of the jobs won't come from within the office, right?
Right. That's what he said. He said he lost trust and admiration for the entire police force. And he says, when I see a police officer now, I feel compelled to watch them and check their hand is not on their firearm. He said he went into a deep depression. He quit his job. And
that's all part of the lawsuit too. I mean,
that's true.
And also, I'm sure it was tough. Yeah.
Sounds like neither of these guys are cut out to be cops.
Right. He said, no idea.
The one who pulls out his gun for movie spoilers, or the one who that joke sends him in a dark spiral, and he's like completely gone from the world in a week.
Yeah, he said he had nightmares.
Porridge is too cool for this pussy, and then porridge is a little too hot for Psycho, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a Three Bears scenario.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look, if you're going to joke about spoiling Top Gun Maverick to Gainer, you better expect to have a pistol pointed at your head. That's
that's what he's counterpoint is if he's going to pull a gun on him for spoiling Top Gun 2, he's probably going to pull a gun on him for other things as well.
Or a civilian for doing absolutely nothing.
Right. Yeah. You got to wonder. What else can I do to make this guy pull his gun on me?
Right.
He said he had nightmares pretty much every night about being shot and killed. The whole thing just
was it always this guy?
What's that? Yeah, I don't know if it was. It was always
it's always him talking about Top Gun 2
with his Slim Oakleys coming for him.
The dream's always the same. I'm raving about how cheesy good Top Gun 2 is. Everyone agrees, and all of a sudden he pulls a gun
get to the point where he's trying to get the right amount of G's. So the judge said that he basically was suspended him for he said he placed him on a community corrections order for 2 years, handed him 100 hours of community service, and he's been suspended since the incident without pay. Everyone's life has changed because basically Royston couldn't handle it.
Why doesn't this guy just go see Top Gun 2? It's been out. It's like free now.
I mean, I'm sure he did the next day.
Okay.
Right.
This was back. This is back when it came out.
Oh, but it was right. You're saying it was still in theaters at the time.
It came out in May 2022, and
Right,
so
this-
it was out for maybe a couple days, and Royston comes in just blaring about how awesome it is.
We couldn't even hear about it being good. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave him time off unpaid. He can go see it, right? They gave him time to go see the movie.
Yeah. So, kind of a soft corner, if you ask me. But I mean, I don't know how I'd react to a
guys
gun
involved
being
suckers,
pointed in my head.
Oh, it's all a bad one. Everybody at the station is real disappointed all around here.
Yeah,
crazy.
But the Top Gun 2 jokes are probably still going on at that office.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a sore subject, or do you think they can joke about it openly?
Joke about it openly.
Yeah.
The other guy's been out of the force and like staring at cops for the past like forever. So like now they can just joke about it openly. He's not in there anymore.
Yeah.
They might have like a painting of the incident in the police station of Gaynor pointing the gun at Royston.
And then it's like Tom Cruise flying the jet right above him.
Yeah.
They give this guy a Top Gun trophy, but it's actually just a gun. You say Top Gun in his name.
Put it next to your bed on your nightstand.
Yeah.
And hey, if they wanted to have that painting, they could. All they would need to do is send a couple pictures of Royston, of Gaynor, and of Tom Cruise, and the people at PaintYourLife.com could create a masterpiece that could hang in that police station for years to come, and everyone can tell the story of Gaynor and Royston and the day that Top Gun Maverick came out and what happened to both of them. Yeah. And you can do the same thing. If you have a special moment in your life that you want to remember, maybe laugh at, maybe cherish, just remember forever, PaintYourLife.com can do it. They can take, photos from different places, different times, combine them like Will did with his family at the lake, and turn it into an amazing portrait, an amazing painting. Will showed us the painting or the video of his painting being created yesterday. So if you want, you can order that too. You can give this amazing gift of the portrait, and also the artist creating it, which makes it even more special because
that artist looked so fucking relaxed and badass.
Oh, yeah.
Making the painting. Thanks to YouTube for striking the video because of the song, jerks.
Yeah, the heavenly song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful song they put on there. It's a beautiful and like Mark said, I mean, you could see the artist creating it for you, for your family, for whoever you order it for. It's gonna blow them away.
That's right. So Paint Your Life transforms your photos into one-of-a-kind, beautiful hand-painted portraits by professional artists. It's a user-friendly platform, lets you custom make and order hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. So you don't be the computer whiz to do it. You just upload. The artist takes care of the rest, and they will go through the whole process. They'll be like, "Hey, how does this look?" And you can send them back notes. Be like, "Maybe change this," until you are 100% satisfied. And it makes the perfect holiday gift, meaningful, personal, always heartwarming. And again, it's a gift that no one is ever going to forget, and you will be the talk of the town. This holiday season, you can give the most meaningful gift you've ever given for PaintYourLife.com. There's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. Right now is limited time offer. Get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get this special offer, text the word FACTOR. That's FACTOR to 87204. That's Factor at 87204. Factor 87204. Paint Your Life. Celebrate the moments that matter most. Message and data rates apply. See terms for details. Free shipping too, huh?
Free shipping. Now, Paint Your Life is somewhat family oriented because they're spreading joy and
yes, of course.
But Chris Slate says, "What's the PO box for that police station? I'd like to send them the Paint Your Life idea painting. Now if we could pool our money and get it sent to them, it could be good press for everyone involved,
for everybody. So,
yeah. It's the Chinatown. I'll find it. It's
especially the remaining officers. I mean, talk about a morale boost. I mean, it's a feel good story.
An unboxing of that painting, making a video and then making the news. That'd be good.
Yeah,
legendary, mate.
Yeah,
Day Street Police Station in Chinatown, New South Wales.
There you go. Hey, scientists may have actually gone too far this time. I'm serious this time. Some of this anti-science stuff is shtick, I'm Mr. Science, but within reason. For example, I don't think creating the world's first chimeric monkey with 2 different strands of DNA is within reason.
Oh, really?
Chimeric. That means
like a chimera, like
a liger,
like the freak monster from Greek mythology. The chimera. It's part lion, part demon, goat, part dragon.
Nice.
That's what they made. They made chimeric monkey with 2 different strands of DNA.
So
Call
he's
me
just
old
part-
fashioned. That's not cool.
Is it like a mule? Is a mule a
heads?
chimera?
2 heads?
Because it's
No.
a donkey and a horse.
1 head, I think. No, it's just the term has been used for 2 different organisms cells getting into within one being. They've used it for mice in medical studies since the 1960s. So it's like a stem cell baby merged with human cells, and now it's called chimeric, and it's based off of, the not great thing to base off of a freak monster from Greek mythology.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
So it's just the term. Yeah, so they built that freak. That's right. It was experimental testing in a lab, and guess where?
China.
You nailed it. Nailed it in 1.
Wow.
Those guys are fucking daredevils. No one's ever going to call a scientist in China a pussy. They'll call them a lot of things, but not a pussy. They're giving
They're
themselves
willing to go the
COVID.
extra mile every time. They've proven it.
Yeah. They're giving themselves COVID. They're handling confused 2 sets of DNA monkeys.
Yeah, they go the extra mile over there.
They will. The monstrosity was made by combining stem cells from a long-tailed macaque, not to be confused with the Satanme cock. The long-tailed macaques, which are these, we've covered them a bunch of times. Long-tailed macaques are like the beagles for dogs. It's the preferred primate for horrific animal testings, probably because most other species would rip your face and arms off like that lady we covered earlier.
Yeah.
You can't test on orangutans. Can't test on chimpanzees,
Yeah.
Baboons are out.
Yeah, baboons are way out.
But the long-tail macaques are small enough that you can just snap their necks if they freak out, I guess. Yeah.
Right.
I guess that's
They got the genes, they got the snappable necks. I mean, everything a Chinese scientist is looking for.
Right. Like, how many macaques would it take to kill a Chinese scientist, knowing that the Chinese scientists are very little? 4?
4 to 5.
6.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So if you got a room with just 3 macaques, you're probably okay.
Right.
Just a few scratches. These geniuses, the scientists took a genetically distinct embryo from the same monkey species, so like some other embryo from long-tail macaque, and fused it with an alive macaque cells, creating the world's first live birth of a primate chimera created with stem cells. The monkey cells were infused with a green fluorescent protein, so the researchers could be able to determine which tissues had grown out of the stem cells as opposed to like the natural.
Weird.
And that's why it has freakish green eyes, as opposed to you see, this is a macaque's like brown eyes. The chimeric monkey has freakish green eyes. It also has like freakish green hands and nails.
Oh man, this is awesome, dude. Yeah. This is at the start of every zombie movie. I mean,
what could go wrong? Looks like the ooze coming out of the New York City sewers.
Yeah, that's totally a scary looking monkey, man.
I don't know. Natural, it'd be kind of cool to catch like the bright green eye zombie from the monkey. That'd be cool.
That'd be great.
Freak some people out for real. Like you glow in the dark and shit.
Yeah, a glowing monkey. That's usually pretty scary.
Yeah. Well, what if you could catch the glow in the dark from it? Yeah.
I mean, maybe with all this medical stuff, the eye transplants, green eyes.
Yeah, I'll keep them away.
The Thing, as it's being described, was euthanized after being alive for just 10 days. It showed incredible intelligence for a 10-day-old macaque, though, as it learned to sign, "Please kill me." It just kept doing it. And just, "Please kill me."
Yeah.
All on its own. No one even thought of that.
Didn't feel great to be a glow-in-the-dark radioactive blood monkey.
No, it had some issues, I guess.
Had some drawbacks. Okay.
Yeah, it was the little fingers just going like.
They're gonna keep working on it though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're doing. The findings of the quote proof of concept study were published Thursday in the scientific journal Cell, and they made note that the monkey was significantly chimeric, meaning an organism that contains cells from 2 or more individuals, with the predominant being the stem cells. And they said the reason we know this is because it was so fucking green.
Yep, bright green.
It's greener than we thought. Yeah,
you wouldn't believe it.
The green worked.
Good call.
We had to put the green monkey down, unfortunately, as we suspected we would. But
yeah. I guess the point of chimeric animals in general, which I mentioned started with mice in the 1960s, is that you can test how normal cells interact with genetically altered or mutated cells to understand biological processes and diseases. So you can just kind of try to get the mutated cells to kill diseases. What you do is you inject the mice and now monkeys with horrific diseases, and then you try to mutate it out of them. So I guess the problem is mice are not enough like humans. So since the 60s, we've just been testing it on mice. Now we have a monkey.
Mice.
This is PETA's worst nightmare.
Right. So now they have proven
how they humanize things to test them on it, right? So it's like the humanized mice is like what they're testing COVID on at the Wuhan lab. Like, so they'll have humanized macaques now.
But mice don't have the same brains and the same, it's like monkeys are much closer to humans. So now they have proven they can make a freak monkey. And the brain in particular has lots of hype around testing neurological disorders in monkeys. So they're going to inject brain diseases into genetically created super freak monkeys. And then that sounds like it's going to
go wrong.
Great.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Jeez. Sounds totally normal to me. I mean, just like,
just ruin those freaks' brains, and then everything will be fine. Apparently, they didn't watch Planet of the Apes at all, not once.
No, sure didn't, Mark, or any number of
or any sci-fi movie. Yeah.
28 Days Later, similar. Josh in the comments says, "Well, can you show that painting of you and your family at the end of the show, please? I want to show my wife. She's here right now. She needs a sneak peek of that," and she sure does. Josh, this is the portrait that Paint Your Life did for my family. Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
It's a compilation service, not even a real photograph. I mean, it's a compilation of real photographs. Fantastic. Family portrait. Text Factor to 87204 for 20% off and free shipping. All right, let's end it up. Is that it on the monkeys?
Do you want to talk about them anymore? Because I don't. That's it.
All right.
Don't worry about him.
All right. Okay. I'm worried about him still. Let's go to space though. But fun facts before we blast off to space from listeners Josh and Gavin. Did you know that Napoleon's penis, we may have mentioned this before, is allegedly only 1 inch large and was amputated and is now preserved in New Jersey by John K. Latimer?
I heard it was an innie.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Preserved.
Yep. It's being preserved in New Jersey.
In a thin block.
Also, the White House Coke pics dropped. Whoa.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can check them out. Locker 50. They've
It's a
narrowed
fun
it
bag.
down. Yeah. It's like an 8-ball. Somebody left in Locker 50 there at the White House. They've narrowed it down to 500 people, I guess, who could have left it in Locker 50.
Yeah.
Just right there at the edge.
Could have been any of those 500.
500 people. Also, the government may shut down again this weekend if Congress can't agree on new Speaker Mike Johnson's plan to do a stopgap funding bill that would aim to have final budgets agreed to by January 19th and February 2nd for defense.
Whoa. Why don't we just march Xi through Congress? They'll clean that shit right up.
That's true. Johnson should get G to come over and snap everybody into shape, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get him to go to the East Coast. Johnson can only afford to lose 4 Republican votes without needing Democratic support. The first vote is scheduled for today, Tuesday, so we'll see what happens. The Supreme Court did their first code of ethics ever this week, age 234. Nice work.
How'd they do?
They agreed to like 8 pages of rules for themselves. So, I mean, I guess it's like, better than no rules for yourself. I don't know. But if you make rules for yourself, it's like a pirate with parlay. You're not going to follow that,
Right.
You're just.
Did they mention anything about the lifetime appointments?
No, that's still on the table, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever they want.
Let's not get crazy.
But they're sticking to the ethics code. It's an 8-page document, Mark. Now to space, okay? Where a new research paper led by Daniel Muratore from the Santa Fe Institute theorizes that the presence of ammonia and inorganic phosphorus in Enceladus, global ocean, this is one of the moons of Saturn, suggests essential for simple life forms, aka there could be alien organisms up there inside that global ocean under the ice sheet, and one day NASA wants to discover those alien organisms with robot snakes they call eels, EELS.
Whoa.
Exobiology extant life surveyors that are already in development for use on Earth and maybe this ice moon. and maybe more.
Cool.
Yeah, guys,
That
into
was
it?
a proof of
Robots next.
concept picture that looked insane. I mean, if you start sending giant robotic snakes onto another planet, they're gonna be like, "Who sent this?" And then it's gonna start like an intergalactic war. They're like, "Who the fuck sent the robot snakes up here?"
It's aggressive.
Yeah,
Well, but you're hoping that it's just some like little planktons that alien planktons you can bring down to Earth to infect us all with the green monkey virus.
this is like the guy who fucked Earl Thomas's wife and stole his bank accounts. It's aggressive.
Sending the robot snakes is
Yeah.
well, okay. Well, what if we also sent them to Venus, where NASA's Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy, SOFIA, has officially observed the presence of oxygen on both the day and the night sides of the planet for the first time ever, I guess, raising questions about the planet's past. Was it once like Earth? Did it once have oceans and air with this oxygen before it turned into a volcanic hellscape of lightning storms? Did it in Venus? You wouldn't want to send a person. You'd rather send a robot snake, is my guess.
That's fair. But here's the thing. I think we should probably stop like probing for little organisms and stuff, and maybe just send a bunch of robot snakes with cargo space to bring back some really valuable space dust, and then bring back trillions of dollars so that we can afford universal base income for when the robots take all of our jobs, because there's like trillions and zillions of dollars of materials and stuff up there, right? Shouldn't we just be stealing the gold, space gold and shit?
Well, we're going to do that too, but that's the robot snakes are all part of the plan.
That should be priority number one, is just stealing all their precious materials.
Well, I think the snakes, I mean, they burrow.
I think that is the goal.
That's the only. That should be the only thing.
You think these snakes have like no ill intentions at all? Like these snakes are never going to take a rock, a precious diamond that they find. The
They
snakes
should
are
be
gonna
taking
take
all the
everything.
precious diamonds. You don't even need to look for life. Forget it. Just steal all
They
their
even
shit.
made it a snake, like the most menacing thing.
Swallowing diamonds.
Yeah, it's part of the deal. I think it's that's what they want to do with these robot snakes, the eels again. No, yeah, I mean it's not bad. I mean, we could get some stuff out of it. Anyways, we don't know if Venus was like Earth before it became hellscape. The robotic snakes are going to figure that out for us one day. We don't know anything. In fact, we just lost a $100,000 bag of tools off of the International Space Station on November 1st during an all-female spacewalk. Rare. And now that tool bag, $100,000, is floating in orbit.
It's
and
too
can be
heavy.
seen by telescope and binocular right next to the ISS right now.
Oh God.
Of course they
Unbelievable,
lost
right?
all the tools.
Yeah, this is an "I told you so" moment for Wes.
Yeah.
You send the women out there for a spacewalk one time, Wes, and they lose the tool
They
bag.
lose all the tools.
$100,000 worth right out into the orbit there.
Were they online shopping during the walk?
They needed a new bag. They didn't like that one. It was old.
They hated the bag.
Needed to be updated. Yeah, so we don't know anything out there in space. And we also just first now in 2023 learned that supermassive black holes can travel as fast as from the Earth to the moon in just 14 minutes. That's the speed they can go. So something
That's how you travel.
Yeah, that's a good speed, but something that's 20 million times the mass of the fucking sun, the sun of our solar system, is moving at 5.6 million kilometers per hour, approximately 4,500 times the speed of sound, devouring everything in its path and creating a wake of compressed gas, which is like a breeding ground for new stars in its wake, after it was ejected from its host galaxy in what astronomers believe was a merger of two smaller galaxies about 50 million years ago. So,
Will, is it smashing into planets and then the debris is creating perfectly shaped spheres that are called moons?
right? No, it just shits out.
Or is it just destroying these places? Yeah,
it's destroying everything and shits out the dust. That's it. This thing just eats everything in its path, shits out the dust. You can see the dust trail, and then new stars and moons and shit will come from outside of its butt.
That shit makes no sense. Of all the things in space, I think that makes the least amount of sense. Those things make the least amount of sense.
Black holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
This thing's going.
You and every scientist, Wes. No one
Yeah.
really gets them. Yeah.
I can buy
No,
the
they don't.
sun. I can buy the other planets. I don't. These things are
A
just
new
make no sense.
theory on black holes comes out like once every 3 months. That's just completely different than the last one.
Well, this is the first time they've ever seen one speeding at like 4,500 times the speed of sound from an ejection from its own host gal. Like it's unprecedented. So
this is the first time I've heard of it being a portal.
It's crazy.
Well, just
besides Event Horizon, I take it back. Event Horizon was a black hole portal.
It looks like it's a trash truck, bro. It eats everything in its path and then just shits it out into new pieces.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, or like a shred. It's like a
space whirlpool.
Yeah, space. Yeah, exactly. Or like a chipping machine. You know when you do the limbs, you got to chip them up to make them into mulch. That's a black hole.
How I understand black holes aren't they ever expanding? To me, a black hole and space is like infinite. Whatever. To me, a black hole is like that fishy game where it starts as a small fish and then it keeps eating and it gets bigger. Then you can eat the bigger fish. Then you become like the big fish in the pond. You know those type of games.
Yeah,
that's how I understand black holes.
Become the biggest, the most massive.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, it's like an intergalactic Pac-Man. But apparently, with these new pictures, they're seeing it go this fast. It's shitting out new stars and stuff, whatnot, planets, stardust, whatever. Compressed gas, a wake of compressed gas.
Maybe black holes are just like the creator of the universe. Right?
They are. Well, they're at the center of galaxies, Wes. That's like they create the stuff that makes new stars and new solar systems and whatnot. So
yeah, that black hole is really focused on Rapinoe's last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had to stop doing what it was doing and make sure she got injured.
Right. No. Actually, Mark, that was the whole point of this, was to bring it full circle, put things in perspective, especially for Megan. At least, you don't have a supermassive black hole hurtling at you at 4,500 times the speed of sound. Right. So
could be worse.
Yeah. Really puts like sort of, if there was a God and all that stuff into more of a perspective. Thanks for Jimmy Wet and all the other listeners for sending that in. Jimmy Wet always sends in great space content. That's it for today. Thank you for supporting the podcast. If you need more Hard Factor, go to patreon.com/Hard Factor for up to 2 bonus weekly podcasts. Also access to the Discord server. You can chat with us when we're off air. Very fun in there. Store.hardfactor.com. I think we're literally going to vault stuff soon because we're going to go through settle up on everything from the merge-a-thon.
I'm gonna get that sweatshirt in the oh, by the way, if you ordered a fucking if you didn't get a sticker, okay, and you ordered the right amount of merch, just order the sticker. I will refund you. I think that's the best way to do it. So if you want your sticker, just go in there, order. I'm not gonna go in and send out stickers. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm too lazy, quite frankly. So if you want your sticker, just go order it. Tell me what your original order number was. I'll look it up, see that you ordered enough to get the free sticker, and then I will refund you for the sticker. That's how it's going to be done.
Where are all the Free Palestine people telling Rapinoe to shut up about her comments? Isn't that?
Yeah, they should focus on that. I mean, really. She went after all gods.
She's not getting any flack for this. I know it was a joke.
People are more upset about
the conservatives are very upset about it. But they're upset about Rapinoe and everything she does.
But shouldn't she be upsetting the people that are like worried about the wars going on?
People in general are more upset about the wars than her comments about her injury having anything to do with an existence of a deity. Okay. I think it was just it's a throwaway comment. I mean, but it's funny because it's Rapinoe that said it. It's just classic Rapinoe.
It's funny because a lesbian said it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shouldn't she be doing a spacewalk?
How she is, right? Yeah, you'd expect her to lose the bag. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the Hard Factor. Remember, and quite frankly, Wes, that plan sounds like it'll work great. If we owe you a sticker, order it and send Wes the details, and he'll sort it out. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.